Hey, welcome back. J.P.'s World of Wrestling. I am your man J.P., and today we continue on with my profile of the Galoob figures, individual figures. And today we are talking about this guy right here, Lex Luger, the total package. Now, this figure here is not my favorite. It's not the worst, but it's also not really the best. The pose is not real strong. Like the hands are kind of down like that. You can't really punch. What I would do is I would just say Lex just does like stiff elbow shots like this. And then, I guess you could kind of do suplexes a little bit. You could do like just basic kicks and stuff, but honestly, this figure didn't get a whole lot of play because it's not really a very good pose. And I wasn't like an uber super Lex Luger fan during his WCW run. But then he eventually went to the WWF in the mid-90s. And he was made in America. Well, actually, first he was the narcissist Lex Luger. He was a bad guy, kind of in love with himself, always looking in the mirror. But then he became Made in America Lex Luger when he went aboard the USS Intrepid and body slammed Yokozuna. And then from then on, he was kind of in line to be sort of the next, Hulk Hogan. But at that point, the WWE fans, they really didn't want another Hulk Hogan. They wanted something else. They didn't want the Hulk Hogan. And I think that's kind of when WWF, they continued to go with Bret Hart. So Lex Luger co-won the 94 Royal Rumble with Bret Hart. And then he wrestled Yokozuna at WrestleMania 10. The championship, he didn't win. But eventually he went back to WCW. In fact, he appeared on the inaugural episode of Monday Nitro after just leaving the WWE, or WWF at the time. And the WWF apparently didn't know that he was officially gone until he appeared on Nitro. And then they were like, oh, well, I guess he doesn't work here anymore. But yeah, Luger, he along with Sting, they feuded back and forth with the NWO for a while until Lex eventually joined the NWO. But then after the NWO split up, then he got with Miss Elizabeth. And him and Elizabeth were kind of an item for a while. And he kind of feuded with Buff Bagwell, but Lex Luger was actually with Miss Elizabeth when she passed away. On YouTube, you can look it up. There's the 911 call that Lex made, but we're not going to talk about that. But today, Lex Luger, even though he's not really in wrestling shape anymore, but he's a real good guy. He makes appearances. He's got a real positive attitude. He's given his life to Christ, and so, he makes appearances. He talks real positive about life and about his colleagues and all that, and I wouldn't mind meeting him. So, but like I said, this figure's not real good. Not real good at all. It's just, like I said, there are worse ones. Even in the WCW Galoob line, there's one that's in particular that's much worse that we'll talk about eventually. But yeah, not a lot of play with this one. But that's going to do it for this video. Now, if you're new here, go ahead and like and subscribe and share. And I'll see you next time.